BoJ governor pressures the prime minister. This week's rate hike is practically locked in. Most people think rate hikes are just cold economic numbers. But in Japan, they've just triggered a textbook-level political power play. A mild-mannered central banker somehow convinced a hardline prime minister, someone who once called rate hikes pure stupidity, to change her stance. And the bargaining chip he used was just one thing: the collapse of the yen. Hello everyone, this is Ultima Markets. This week, the entire global financial market has its eyes glued to Japan. According to the latest signals, the Bank of Japan is preparing for a historic decision, lifting rates to around 0.75%. This isn't just a 25 BP hike, it would push Japan's benchmark rate to a level unseen in nearly 30 years. Markets now assign an 80% probability to a December rate hike. But what Ultima Markets wants to highlight is this: the most fascinating part isn't the number, it's the people behind it. Kazuo Ueda, governor of the Bank of Japan, just demonstrated what top-tier political communication really looks like. Remember, Prime Minister Takashi's administration had been strongly against tightening. She even publicly called rate hikes a foolish move. Under such pressure, Ueda faced enormous political resistance. So how did he break the deadlock? Even the toughest politician has a weakness. For Japan's government, that weakness is the yen. A collapsing yen means soaring import prices, rising household burdens, and plummeting approval ratings. Ueda leveraged that fear brilliantly. According to reports, on the evening of November 18, not during a routine lunch meeting but during a specially arranged evening session, Ueda walked into the Prime Minister's office. By laying out the consequences of an uncontrolled yen decline, he secured the Prime Minister's tacit approval. Soon after, even the previously dovish finance minister changed tone, saying he had no objection to policy adjustments. That shift made one thing clear: to stabilize the yen, the government had no choice but to yield to the central bank. To make the compromise look elegant, BoJ staff reportedly worked overnight drafting Ueda's messaging. They structured the speech to first praise Abenomics, giving the government face, before pivoting to say that for long-term stability, a rate increase is now unavoidable. Diplomatic, strategic, effective. A masterclass in institutional negotiation. But while a December hike is almost certain, Ultima Markets must remind you, the real risk lies in what comes next. This revolves around a tricky concept: the neutral rate. Think of Japan's economy as a moving car. The neutral rate is the perfect pressure on the gas pedal, fast enough to avoid stalling, slow enough to avoid skidding out of control. The problem? No one knows where that perfect spot actually is. The BoJ estimates it somewhere between 1% and 2.5%. That's like a GPS telling you your destination is somewhere between 1 kilometer and 100 kilometers ahead. Completely useless for precise navigation. This uncertainty has created major disagreement. Markets believe the final rate may reach around 1.5%. The Prime Minister's economic advisors argue 0.75% should be the absolute ceiling and that policy should stop right there. This kind of ambiguity is exactly what bond investors fear most. So yes, this week, Japan will likely deliver a rate hike. But this won't be the finale. It's the beginning of a deeper battle over where Japan's long-term rate anchor actually lies. Ueda may have won this round, but for the next stage, even he may be crossing the river by feeling for stones. This is Ultima Markets, helping you see the logic behind the headlines. See you next week.